Based on Mario Puzo's best-selling 1969 novel of the same name, The Godfather is a 1972 American crime film directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Coppola co-wrote the screenplay with Puzo. Al Pacino, Marlon Brando, James Caan, Richard Castellano, Robert Duvall, Sterling Hayden, John Marley, Richard Conte, and Diane Keaton all appear in the movie. It is the first book in the Godfather trilogy, which tells the story of the Corleone family from 1945 to 1955 under Patriarch Vito Corleone, Brando. It focuses on Michael Corleone, Pacino, his youngest son, evolving from a reluctant family outsider to a vicious mafia boss. During his daughter Connie's wedding to Carlo in 1945, the head of the Corleone crime family, Vito Corleone, takes requests into consideration. At the reception, Michael, Vito's youngest son and a former Marine, introduces Kay Adams to his family. Johnny Fontaine, a famous vocalist and Vito's godson, looks for Vito's assistance in getting a film job. Tom Hagen, Vito's consigliere, is sent to the studio to convince Jack Woltz to give Johnny the role. When Woltz finds the severed head of his prized racing horse in his bed, he quickly agrees to Hagen's request. Vito is approached by the narcotics tycoon Sollozzo just before Christmas to provide protection from the law and to invest in his business. Vito declines, claiming that engaging in drug use would sever his political ties. Vito sends his enforcer Luca Brasi to a meeting with the Tattaglia family because he is concerned about Sollozzo's association with the Tattaglia gang. During the meeting, Brasi is garroted to death. Later, enforcers kidnap Hagen and kill Vito. Sollozzo puts Hagen under pressure to get Sonny, Corleone's firstborn, to accept the drug deal now that he is in charge. Bruno Tattaglia is hit by Sonny in retaliation for Brasi's death. Michael visits Vito in the hospital after he escapes the shooting and discovers that he is unprotected due to the absence of Vito's guards by NYPD officers employed by Sollozzo. Michael stops another attempt on his father's life, but Mark McCluskey, a dishonest police captain, beats him up. McCluskey and Sollozzo request a meeting with Michael to settle the disagreement. Michael pretends to be interested and agrees to meet, but he and Sonny and Corleone capo Clemenza come up with a plan to kill them and hide. At a restaurant in the Bronx, Michael meets McCluskey and Sollozzo. He kills both men after retrieving a handgun that Clemenza had left in the bathroom. The five families engage in open conflict despite the authorities' clampdown on the killing of a police captain. Michael seeks safety in Sicily, while Fredo, Vito's second son, is protected in Las Vegas by Mo Green. Carlo is threatened and publicly attacked by Sonny for physically abusing Connie. Sonny rushes to their house after he has abused her once more, but he is ambushed and killed by gangsters at a highway toll booth. Michael meets and weds Apollonia, a Sicilian woman, but a car bomb meant for him kills her shortly after. Vito arranges a meeting with the five families after being devastated by Sonny's death and tired of war. He reassures them that he will no longer oppose their drug business and will not seek vengeance for Sonny's death. Michael returns home, his safety assured, to join the family business and wed Kay. In the early 1950s, Kay gives birth to two children. Michael assumes leadership of the Corleone family because Fredo is unfit to lead and his father is getting close to death. Michael is told by Vito that Don Barzini ordered the killing of Sonny, and Vito also tells Michael that Barzini will try to kill Michael at a meeting that will be held by a Corleone capo who is a traitor. Michael assigns Hagen to overseeing operations in Las Vegas because he is not a wartime consigliere, with Vito's support. When Michael goes to Las Vegas to buy out Green's stake in the casinos owned by his family, he is shocked to find that Fredo is more loyal to Green than to his own family. Vito suffers a heart attack and passes away while playing with his grandchild in 1955. Tessio betrays himself by asking Michael to meet with Barzini at Vito's funeral. The baptism of Connie's infant is scheduled for the same day as the meeting. While Michael remains at the raised area as the kid's backup parent, Corleone contract killers murder the heirs of the five families, in addition to Green, and Tessio is executed, off-screen, for his unfairness. Carlo is reassured by Michael that he is only being exiled and not murdered after he extracts his confession that he was involved in Sonny's murder. Clemenza then strangles Carlo and kills him. Connie goes up against Michael about Carlo's demise while Kay is in the room. Kay is relieved when Michael replies that Connie is lying when she asks if she is telling the truth. Before closing the door, capos enter the office as Kay leaves and pay respect to Michael as Don Corleone. The Godfather is regarded as one of the greatest and most influential films ever made, as well as a landmark of the gangster genre. It was chosen for preservation in the U.S. National Film Registry of the Library of Congress in 1990 because it was deemed, culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Additionally, the American Film Institute ranks it as the second greatest American film. The Godfather Part 2 and The Godfather Part 3, both released in 1974, followed. Thank you for watching. If you like our channel, kindly subscribe, like and share it too. It will motivate us to do better.